Damn, I just realized I didn't fix this. How's it going, YouTube? I'll be with you in a second. I'm fixing my thing from yesterday. Right, I should do. I absolutely forgot. Hey, welcome on in. I absolutely forgot that I didn't fix the picture from yesterday when we played Final Fantasy IX. Let me just put my link here real quick, and we'll get right on into some Sonic the Hedgehog 3, because that's what we're playing. This is also good for my more non-UK audiences, because they get to see things that they wouldn't normally, like the box art for our version of Sonic 3, and all that is actually interesting. All that is kind of interesting because every region had like a different box art for the game, and it's something I really like. Back in the day, I used to like that kind of thing, where from my expertise, what the hell is this? No, go away, Discord. Trying to get me share trials. Get out of here with that. Unless you're paying me. Yeah, like I was saying, each region had their own box art. So if you bought like Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 in the States versus Japan and EU, every version has a different cover artwork. Even before that, you had things like Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo is another one that had a different artwork for every region it was in. And I'll get around to showing that in a second. So, here's... I don't even have my OBS up to make sure it's in focus. Here's our one. You had all this in the back. One thing I was looking at is... the screenshots on games like this are very interesting. If you take a look at the back of the cover, or the back of the box, sorry, you can sometimes see if the developers are using shenanigans. I think I think it's Metal Gear Solid. In one of the demos for it, you can see that the developers were using cheats. Or they were not necessarily cheats, but they were using they were purposefully having OP stuff to make the cinematic look cool, and you can see that in the user or on the interface itself. So that's why I was looking at the back here to see what the score was, the life counter, that kind of thing. Because if they had 99 lives, boy howdy, that would be a fun one to try and explain. Okay, here's our cartridge. Mega Drive, Sonic 3. Interestingly, it's not titled Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I think it... I find it kind of weird that they dropped that moniker. Dun, 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 na, na. There we go. Do you have Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection and your PS? Yeah, I've got a couple of PS3s. I've got a few of them actually. Sonic's Ultimate Genesis. I don't have that one. Is there a reason why I would need that over what I have? Because I have the Mega Collection for PlayStation 2. I have Sonic 1. I have Sonic 1 and 3. No. I have one of the classic games in 3D on the 3DS. I also have... Oh, I'm trying to think. I have Mega Collection Plus on PS2 and GameCube. What other compilations do I have? I don't have that specific one. Oh yeah, no. I wouldn't need that in that case. If it's just for compilation, I can either. If it's just to play the game, I could load up my flash card. Actually, 1 second. So I have this. This is not what I'm using tonight. It is a Genesis Mega Drive cart with an SD card in it. Oh, I forgot how recessed that was. But on this cartridge is every Genesis 32X and Master System game. So when it comes down to that, I don't even have to spend money because everything's all on this cartridge. I just have a fascination with playing from the original cartridge for certain games. And I'll get onto that actually. 1 second. The music's distracting and I want to chat for a second while I pour some cola. So there's an actual good reason why it is sometimes better to play from the cartridge than to play a flash card or a compilation. And it has to do with the cartridges themselves and what you can do with them. So, sorry about that. One of the things that you can do, it is very, very cool, is Sonic 3's cheat code is infamously difficult. Because you have to input it at a certain time when the game loads. There's a way to do it without using... There's a way to enable the cheat code for the actual Sonic the Hedgehog 3, not with Knuckles, but the original Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And it involves going into Sonic 2, entering into debug mode, putting in the debug mode code, then swapping the cartridges out, and then resetting the console. And that automatically enables cheat mode, or level select for Sonic 3. Also, whilst I'm at it, you get Sonic 2 and Knuckles. That doesn't exist outside of the actual physical cartridge or Sonic Origins. You have to be like a TAS about to get it right. The typing for that code is so difficult. I got it right on stream maybe twice. That was many years ago. But there's a lot of genuinely cool stuff. There's genuinely a lot of cool stuff that you can do with just having the cartridges. You cannot do some of that. Actually, you can't even do any of that without having the original cartridges. I think there's a mod. There's a ROM hack of Sonic 2 that has Knuckles in it. But it's nowhere near as cool as being able to do it with the original cartridges. Like stacking Sonic 2 on top of Sonic and Knuckles and then just getting that extra experience. Nothing really beats that. Right, so yeah, let's start from here. Yeah, the cheat code is just insane. The fact that you can use Sonic 2 to should I... You know what? You know what? I could demonstrate that. Wait a minute. I'm going to double check how to do it, just to make sure I've not got it wrong. Okay, so this is the way it's said. One second. We'll do this. We'll do this on stream. So what we do is we need to enable level select for Sonic 2. Which here is 1965, 917. Oh, there we go. 1965. No, it's 917. I've done it wrong. Never mind. No, never mind me. Never mind me. So, 1965. 9. There we go. I think it's hold A when selecting the menu. One second. Yeah, I think I've got it right. 1 second. Na 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 na. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, so it is 1965 0917, and then it's A in the start. It has been a long time, so give me a second. $65. $9. There we go. So now we're here. What we're meant to do now is remove the cartridge live. Remove the cartridge, insert Sonic 3, reset the Genesis console. Oh wait, I bugged it. Never mind. 1 second. I didn't do it right. Because it wasn't meant to do that. You have to take the cartridge